What's up? What's up? What's popping? Yo, I told you I was going live tonight. Let's see who pull up, man. Let me turn this down a little bit. Y'all know what it is. It's NateDoggSac916 coming at you live from Sacramento, man. What's popping with the people, man? Hold on, let me check a couple of messages. I'm gonna join in. Facts. Pull up, bruh. It's good. Big bag. What's happening, homie? Shine Blue, what's up? Rich Go6. Yo, Nate, what's happening with you, fam folk? What's happening, homie? Big salute, man. Big salute. Y'all know what it is, man. Tell somebody about the channel, man. Oh, thank you, bro. You know, I'm trying to get it right. You feel me? Let people know, man. Let people know to come to the Wednesday night lives, man. I'm gonna start doing Wednesday night lives. Dirk gave me the go ahead. Big Bag gave me the go ahead. You know what I mean? I don't want to step on none of the homies' toes. You know, I don't want to be in none of the homies' waves. But at the same time, I'll be talking about different stuff. So it's Wednesday night. It's 7:41. I said I'd be here before 8. Pull up. Let's see what we're gonna talk about. I'm gonna let a couple people get in here, but I'm gonna do it like dirt, man. I'm gonna rant real quick first. Now, I was saying something today on Dirt Live, right? I was on the bakery this morning, and I said something to the fact of, hold on one second. I said something to the fact of, we were talking about how I'm me on YouTube, right? And then Dirt was like, but yeah, he like, there is no break to him when he's in person, right? And I try to keep it cool, calm, and collective on YouTube. And the main reason for that is because I can be at times I can be a pretty aggressive person in conversation. And I try to keep it BDS, I see you. And I try to keep it calm and collective on YouTube, you know what I mean? Because I don't want to offend nobody, you know what I mean? I appreciate the fact that everybody comes and supports my channel and watches me and all that. But in person, I could be all the way. And not that anything about me on YouTube is fake, because it's not. This is just who I am. But I try to keep it a little more mellow for YouTube, because if you were to take something wrong that I say on YouTube, you really have no outlet to take that out unless you do the trigger finger thing. And I'm not gonna get into no trigger finger thing with nobody. But the bottom line is, like, I don't want to be seen as somebody that's fat mouthing on YouTube or fat mouthing on social media. That's just not my get down. I don't do stuff like that. You know what I mean? I don't talk crap to people over a conference. I don't really talk crap to people even in person unless you garner that type of attitude towards me. You know what I mean? Or from me, actually. I don't have no issues with nobody, but at the same time, I'm me. And when I'm in person, I could be a little aggressive at times, especially if we're on something that's competitive. I'm talking that shit. CDC Survivor, good looking out, bro. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that, for real. Let me go ahead and put that up there. You know what I mean? That's basically what it be. I prefer that if you don't like something I say, I want you to be able to do whatever you feel like you want to do, and you can't do that over the computer. Hey, good looking out. It's me. I appreciate you. Droops, 7-letter stepper. What's happening? 7-letter stepper. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So G? What's G? Droops, 7-letter stepper. Jonathan Carr, super sticker. Oh, goodness. CDC, man, I got to put him up. Okay, I'm going to let yours run out before I put him up. Good looking out, Mr. Carr. I appreciate that. I appreciate the support, man. I appreciate the super chat, man. I appreciate that. BDS Trigger Man, I see you, big dog. So I'm gonna post the link for anybody that want to come on. I know I got some. I had a topic from somebody earlier that he wanted to get on. So if he come on, hopefully we can have a conversation about that. We'll see. But I was also talking. Dirt brought this up today in his live, and I'm gonna just go off of that. Sorry, you know, I live in one of them areas where, you know, people be on it. Hey, Brian Wood, thank you for pulling up, man. I appreciate you, man. Thanks for pulling up, man. Where you from, man? Everybody put where they from in their comments, man. What they call you, where you from? Let's see who in here, man. How many states we hitting tonight, man? The cable guy? I don't know about basketball. All right, let me see. Let me put bruh up because bruh shot that love, man. Let me put that up. Jonathan Carr, appreciate you, brother. The kennel was handing 7-letter stepper. What's the G mean? 7-letter stepper. Fresno in the building. Okay. Poway, California. Poway, California. That's what's up. Las Vegas in the building. Salute. Greenville, North Carolina in the building. More to live for. I like that. I like that title. More to live for. You gotta have more to live for, man. South Australia, Cara J. Thank you for tapping in. We way in a whole nother country. It's me, Australia. Hey, y'all close to each other? It's me. Are y'all close to South? It's me. You and Cara close to each other? She in South Australia, whatever city that may be. I don't know too much about Australia. I know Sydney, right? But I don't know too much about Australia. Thank you guys for tapping in. Yeah, basically that's what's up. Let me see. Jonathan Carr, I appreciate you. That's from Las Vegas. I'm gonna go ahead and put Big Bad 209 in the building. Good looking out for the bruh. For real. What's up, bro? I see you. I'm finna put the link up in 1 second, Hoodie Hood. I see you, bruh. Gilbert, Arizona. Hey, Hoodie Hood, put your shit up there, man. I said what they call you, where you from, to everybody, man. So go and put your shit up there, bro, so they can see what it's about. Melbourne, okay. Fresno, California. Gilbert, Arizona, but originally Fresno, okay. All right, BDS, I see you. Thank y'all for coming in here, man. I appreciate that. Everybody know I'm from Sacramento, California. Not for work, brother. But I'm planning to take a trip to Vegas, man. You can always pull up. You know what I mean? I'm probably gonna be live. So anybody, look, anytime I'm ever live in a city, man, if you a local or if I'm in your town, and I go live or whatever, man, and you close by, pull up. Hey, it's me. Car sent you a hi, bruh. Hey, thank you for that super sticker, man. Where did he go? Oh, Big Bad. Let me put that on the screen. Good looking out, brother. I appreciate you, homie. You already know it's ends. Big Bad, nice, G. Hey, Car said, what's up? It's me. Hi. Y'all Australians, linking up. Who knows? Y'all might be live right around the corner from each other, man. Sweet. CDC, you already know what's up. Now, let me go ahead and get this link because Dirt's supposed to be pulling up too. So let's get this link up here and see if some of the people who told me they was going to pull up tonight. Oh, here we go. Hold on. I think that's one of them right there. We're going to see right now. All right, here go the link. And put that in the chat. Anything's open for discussion, man. Anybody want to talk about something? Anybody want to come on? Pull up. Pull up. You want my mindset on something? You want to shoot your shit? Let's go. Homie Hangout Rascal, what's happening, homie? I see you, bruh. You're more than welcome to hit that link. You already know what it is. That's what I posted it for. You one of the people I really posted it for. Yeah, what we doing? Big salutes. What do I put up, bro? Oh no, I asked I asked everybody what they call you, where you from. You know what I mean? So you would have just put a neighborhood. You know what I mean? What is it? 30s? My bad. Don't know, no disrespect, but I think it's 30s, right? Neighborhood 30s. There you go. Yeah, that's not something. Yeah, everybody else can talk about what they want, but look, if you to my channel, it's me. If you're not new to the channel, you know how I get down, man. I don't really talk about other people's business because that ain't my thing. But that's my superstar right there, y'all. That's my superstar right there. Yeah. All right, for sure, man. Tap in. You already know what it is. As far as the C-Mac fella, bro, that ain't my business, man. Anybody will tell you, the easiest way to get yourself involved in bull crap is to get involved in other people's business, right? I feel like really the only people that should be talking about that is if anybody is Crips. You know what I mean? Neighborhood 40s, straight up. All right, salute. You know what I mean? I really feel like only people that should be really talking about it, if anybody, is Crips. You know what I mean? Dude is a Crip. You know what I mean? A salute to the Crips, but I'm not a Crip. I ain't never been a Crip, so I can't really speak on Crip business. That ain't none of my business, and I shouldn't be speaking on Crip business. So that's all I can say is that's Crip business. I ain't really got nothing to say whether for or against Mr. The young man having whatever he had done to him or whatever situation he got with his people. Smoke Dog, what's happening, homie? I see you, bruh. JP, I see you, bro. What's happening with you, homie? What's up, Nate? Finally made it through a live. Yes, sir. Salute. Hey, good looking out, bruh. Thanks for tapping in. You know, I mean, I know a lot of y'all. I just worked a 15-hour day today, so I'm a little bit tired. But I was like, I told everybody on the bakery this morning I was going live today, or tonight. So I really couldn't just be like, I ain't going live because I'm pretty much, you know, I try to keep my word to the best of my ability. Now, if there's extenuating circumstances and I can't, then I gladly add an explanation, offer an explanation. But most of the time, I usually stick to, even if I'm dead ass tired, I usually stick to what I say I'm gonna do. Austria in the house at 4:50 in the morning. Good looking out, John 420. I appreciate you. All right, so did the link not work? Because I ain't seen nobody pull up yet. Hey, Hoodie Hood, hit the link, dog. Let me see if it worked. Somebody hit the link. Smoke, hit the link, bruh. You know, you always can pull up. Mexico right here. Larry Me. Okay, Mexico in the building. That's another country. That's 3 countries in here. We got Australia, we got Austria, and we got Mexico. Excuse me. I say Mexico, but Mexico. I know how to say it right. Thank you for pulling up. But yeah, bottom line about the CMAX situation, and I won't keep saying it over and over again. That's Crip business. Yeah, it's that the link. Yeah, you got to hit that link I just put up, bruh. That's what it is.
What's up, fam?
What's happening with you, man? Shit, chilling. You know, just got back from the plantation. You know, said everybody I was gonna go live, so definitely I'm here.
Yeah, that's cool shit. I had to. I just got home too, but I was working on this damn computer. I had to put a new hard drive, and I was gonna put RAM inside of it, but when I went to Best Buy, they didn't have what I needed. So I'm like, God damn.
You know, I would have been out at the Geek Squad, like, hey man,
I did. That's what I was talking to. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They didn't even have none. I ordered one, but it wasn't gonna be here until the 17th, and I'm an instant gratification guy. You know what I mean? Like, I need it now. I don't want to wait.
Hold on, wait. Hey, Tron, when you talking about riding? What's happening? Hold on. I'm off tomorrow. What you talking about?
Oh, y'all getting on them crotch rockets.
Nah. We ride big boy shit, bruh. We got Harleys.
Yeah. Oh, well, I call them all crotch rockets. Yeah,
oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, crotch rocket is the little sport bikes.
Oh, yeah, the little pocket bike.
Yeah, pocket them little go fast, real quick bikes.
Gotcha.
I'm more to sit back and let the beat bang.
Ooh.
Now, yeah.
And is that one all up here?
Yeah.
Or is it down here? Oh.
No, I'm up here with it. I'm like, okay. I don't know if you can see my hands, but I'm up here with it.
Yeah. With the sissy bars, right?
Huh?
The sissy bars or no?
Ain't no sissy.
What are they called? Like they go, like the handlebars go downward? Like
no, those like the ape hangers. The sissy bar, bro. The sissy bar is okay. So I know you don't know biker lingo. I got you though, because here you go, right? Sissy bar is when they got the little passenger, passenger bag. They call that a sissy bar to hold a person on. That's a sissy for a sissy.
Because the person on the back is a sissy.
Yeah, you a sissy. You scared. You gotta hold. You don't want to hold on. You need extra support.
Oh,
nah, that's so I got what's called pullbacks on my bike.
Okay.
But they got different names. They got like one of my best friends. He got meat hooks. I know people that got ape hangers. Ape hangers is when you see somebody riding around damn near like this.
Yeah, and they way down there, huh?
Yeah. Them is
I
ape
see
hangers.
You.
Yeah, mine are more like maybe like my shoulders is like right about here with it.
Got you comfortable.
You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm comfortable, but then my bars don't go straight up. My bars, that's why they call pullbacks. They got a bend to them, so they like sway back towards me a little bit.
Yeah, that's what I was asking. So it's basically sitting there like this, like
yeah, basically. But I the way that I got them, I don't ride them like a lot of brothers ride them, where they're all the way back. I got it pushed up a little bit too.
Oh, damn.
I'm not comfortable with them all the way back, but I'm not comfortable with them all the way up either. So I got them about set about mid.
So what color is yours?
Oh, mine is amber whiskey. It's like a burnt orange, but it's a little bit darker than a burnt orange. Hold on, I got you right now. Hold on.
Oh, okay.
I gotta show you that real quick.
I'll be at the barbershop Saturday. I gotta go get a haircut.
No, that's not a good picture of it. But what's it like to be a blood?
What's it like to be a blood?
What's it like to be a blood?
Should have been a B-dog.
Should have been a B-dog. Listen, it's like that. No, but hold on. Here go the homie Hoodie Hood from the hood right here. Let me bring him on. Hoodie Hood, what's happening, Hood?
Hey, what's the deal? Can you see me?
What's the deal? No, I can't see you, but I can hear you. I know you. I know your camera. Your camera working, but you in the dark.
You see me now?
Yep. Now I see you. What's happening with you, homie?
Oh yeah. Oh shit, chilling. I'm pulling up on the homie right now. I was trying to find parking. Hold on.
Oh yes, sir. Do your thing. I'm gonna find this picture for bro real quick. Okay, here you go. Let me see. Hopefully you can see it on the camera. Let me see. All right, you smoke. Can you see it?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I see it.
Yeah. So you see how the handlebars are?
Yeah. What the music sound like? I see you got the extensions for the speakers on there, don't you?
The speaker on the bottom right there, and the saddlebags in the back, and they in the dashboard.
Slapping,
and all that right there. Hold on, let me see if my finger will go to the right spot. At the bottom where you see all that chrome down there?
Got you.
That's all lit up by LED lights at night. Ooh. Come on, man. You know, if we're gonna do it, we're gonna do it right, man.
Yeah. I gotta give it to y'all, man. Y'all good for that. I can't rock with it.
Big bag.
I'll be in the car. Hey, I'll be in the car. I used to have a 71 Chevelle. You feel me? With the all white with the purple pinstripe with the white guts, with the pinstripe purple in the guts.
Fact.
Yeah, that was me. I got a picture of that too.
Yeah, before I went to the the place, I had a 68 Cutlass. It was like it was a black cherry, so like a dark burgundy.
Uh-huh.
And it had cream racing stripes. Then it had cream interior with burgundy buttons and burgundy stitching.
Killing them.
That shit was so nice.
You know, that's what I get in and throw me some NOS in that motherfucker.
Woo!
Two. Woo!
No, all I had was a 350 Rocket with a 2-inch spacer on the carburetor with a 4-barrel Holly, but you know, I ain't had nothing extra. But it was still right though. It was still swang.
Oh yeah, he said a 350 Rocket.
Yeah, that's what came in the 71 Chevelle, and then 72 that came with the 454.
My favorite car is a 69 Cutlass.
Well, he was close. He had a 68.
Yeah, I had a 68. Yeah.
Hey Nate, can you see me?
Yeah. That'll work too. That'll work just as well.
In the camera, homie, so I see you though.
What's up with the big bag?
Yeah, I gotta get into some light.
Hey, for y'all that don't know, until the homie get in here. For y'all that don't know, this is the homie Hoodie Hood from the hood. He's from neighborhood 40s in San Diego.
Okay.
I mean, just for y'all to know, he got a channel. So if anybody who ain't hipped about it, the channel, it's the same title, Hoodie Hood from the hood.
Hood.
Yeah.
I think I seen him do a video yesterday. He shout out Nina Boy and shit yesterday.
Yeah, that was probably him. He got the hat with the beard.
Yeah. He's talking about C-Mac.
Yeah, that's bruh.
Yeah, I seen it.
How fast you get her? I got the Harley up to about 115, but I got my my Ninja up to like 175.
Woo! Fuck that.
Tales from the pen. What's up, Fred? Pull up. Pull up, Fred. Hit the link, man. You gotta hit the link, bro. Fred, hit the link. Nope, I ain't going for that. I'm finna repost it.
Can you see it?
Huh?
You see it?
Oh, I like that. Okay.
And then on the back right there it says Chevelle.
Yes, sir.
I had that going around the hood. That thing, yeah.
Oh yeah, they was mad.
I was trying to buy the root beer brown. I think it was a Cutlass. What was it? Was it an 80 or was it a 70? I think it was a 70, something like 70 something. It had the old scoop in the back, like the
oh yeah,
big window with the big ass trunk, like I can't think of what
let me
was.
somebody asked the question, what was it like being a blood, right? What's it like to be a blood, right? I mean, first of all, let me answer that question. First of all, I'm a grown man now, right now. I'm not on no gangbanging shit. So let's be clear. I'm not trying to perpetrate to be something I'm not actually out there doing, because it's niggas really out there doing that. And I don't want to take away or put nothing on what I'm doing. But bottom line, when it to say what was it like to be a blood, it was like it was nothing else to do when I was growing up. That's it. It wasn't no other options. My family been in my neighborhood for like 5 generations, so it was like, you know, from the Heights Hogs to the first military members to the Heights Hogs to the Cadillac boys. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Unfortunately and fortunately for me, it was like a natural progression. You know what I mean? Like, I had homeboys that I grew up with that are really known for. I see you now, Hoodie, wherever you was at. I got homies that I know.
Yeah, man, I was on a dark street.
Oh, I got homies right now that I know, and a lot of cats from my neighborhood know that I grew up with, that we used to play football together. Now they basically put Nogales on the map. So basically they Crips from my neighborhood. You know what I mean? But we've been in prisons together, and it be shit in the air, and they immediately like, bruh, hey, it's finna, you know what I mean? Some stuff they shouldn't have been saying, but was like, nah, bruh, we all like family out there. You know what I mean? I wasn't caught up in the funking with cats from my own neighborhood stuff. That came after my generation. You know what I mean? We didn't really funk. So you asked, what's it like to be a blood? I mean, the same as like to be any gang member. Rules and regulations and a lifestyle. You know what I mean?
And a trip to prison for sure.
And a
Damn, that was a very educational explanation. That shit was cool as fuck. I'd have been like, it's fun.
Gangbanging and not go to prison, that's just all there is to it. If you go to prison, if you live long enough.
That's right. If you really out there doing it, like, you know what I mean? Like, you really out there gangbanging, you're going to end up in prison or dead. One or the other. You ain't going to just stay out there if you really putting in work. Eventually, you're going to get caught up.
Nope.
So what you done?
Nope.
Somebody's saying
I'm going to mute, bro, because...
government names?
Okay, you good, Hoodie? I was going to mute you because I heard you talking to the homie. You know, sometimes we be around homies and homies don't know what to say and what not to say. So I was going to be like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know where he went. Big Bad rolling up. Bruh, always, Smoke always got something to smoke.
Yeah.
They don't call that nigga Smoke. Hey, you work tomorrow, Smoke? You work tomorrow, Smoke?
Yes, sir.
I might have to pull up on you at lunchtime, man.
Hey, all good. I'll be out. Shit, I'm right by
You
I'm
told
out
me
by
where you
the.
was at.
Huh?
You same place?
Yeah.
Hey, Hoodie, you on a different one? Can you hear me?
Can you see me?
Yeah, I see you and hear you.
Yeah, a little bit.
What'd you do? Fall out and then come back on?
Nah, the homie dog hit my
Oh, okay.
Nah.
Okay.
Yeah, the dog hit my phone and made me click out.
Well, yeah, go ahead and introduce yourself first for the people that are still in here.
Oh Hoodie? Man, I'm Hoodie from the hood, Southeast San Diego, about the 40s.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's right.
So y'all know, I want
to
direct message, let him know I was going live. You know what I mean? What's up, Ian?
I'm gonna shout out to Dago.
What's up, y'all?
Yeah, it sound kind of delayed.
Oh, you got a delay in it?
Do me? Do I have a delay?
No, Hoodie got a delay.
Oh. Y'all wanna see the house I'm working on?
Bro, I need to charge it now.
Really? Check this shit out. Hold on.
Well, not really. You hear yet, bruh? Now I was waiting for this dude to came in, and this dude had brought up a fact to me, and I want y'all to especially Hoodie Hood and Smoke, right, and Big Bad, right, and of course, Ian, you can add your input, but I want it to come from, first of all, from people that have gangbanged in their life, right?
Oh,
either gangbanged or still current gangbangers. What do you guys think about mental health in the hood?
Ooh.
That's what I would like. What do y'all think about that? Do
Hey,
y'all think
that word don't exist because there ain't no hell in the mental part of the hood. I'm
gonna keep it a
there's mental. Yeah, there's mental sickness.
It's almost like going to war. It's like almost going to war, bro.
It is. It's PTSD.
Like you got post-traumatic stress.
PTSD,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right.
Weird ass sounds. You jumping. You know what I'm saying? Wake up. I don't know how many people done seen like death. You know what I'm talking about? But I done seen death.
Right.
So
yeah.
you gotta wake
Imagine
up.
firefighters.
And that's the problem. You get desensitized, man. You get desensitized to it.
Right.
And then you don't put any value on human life because you're desensitized to it. You know what I mean?
The problem is admitting you have
that's
a problem.
the big problem.
Problem is admitting you have a weakness.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what people can't do. And they don't want that rumor to get out in the neighborhood and then da 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 da.
There we go. But that's the reason why people do it.
Yeah, or don't do it.
Yeah. But the feeling, you know what I mean? Like
absolutely.
The stress after it, you know what I mean? Getting shot at. Literally hearing a bullet wisp by your head. You know what I'm saying? And I'm talking simple, bro. You gotta
to where you feel the heat, bro. To where you feel the heat.
Look, hey, boom bada.
Yeah, it's yeah, man. And I just I've been through my share of things that would make people have episodes, but I just try to think about firefighters, man. Think about all these people, man, who go to scenes of accidents and pick up people's body parts off the road.
Now, that's not what. Hold on. First of all,
I just ran myself.
Okay, so as far as military is concerned, right? I for those who don't know, like I got family members that are in the military, and I got a lot of respect for people in the military. I don't like the government so much, but I do have a lot of respect for people in the military who put their life on the line to do what they think is right for this country. For us, even hood niggas, square niggas, whatever, they out there fighting and putting their life on the line in order to defend us. Now, the people sending them, not so much, but
great way of explaining it.
So when it comes to that, I don't try to relate the PTSD I have to the PTSD they have, because it's different.
Yeah, absolutely.
It is still extreme forms of PTSD, because me and my big brother have had this conversation. They're both still extreme forms, but it's still different. But what I want to get on is I want to talk about how everybody got a burnout homie. Everybody got a burnout homie.
Okay.
You know, a homie that still act the same right now. For me, I still got a homie that still act the same right now that was acting. And I could say I'm 47 years old. For y'all don't know, I'll be 47 on Saturday, right? I still got a homie that act the same. He the same age as me. He act the same right now as he acted when we was 15. Yep. You know what I mean? So
and he made it that far.
So my question is this, and he been in and out of prison, in and out the streets, all the stuff. And Smoke, you probably know the homie Suicide, Willie Pace. You know what I mean? And he still act the same. You know what I mean? But is there a point where we start looking at it like there's a mental issue, like there's a mental stagnation there somewhere?
Fuck yeah, there is.
You know what I mean?
People are who they are for a reason, man.
Right, because like when I was in the gang and out there in the streets as a youngster, as a kid, and doing my stuff, you couldn't have nobody told me nothing different about nothing but Del Paso Heights. You couldn't have told me nothing else. True. I didn't want, and I was still intelligent then, but you still couldn't have told me nothing. You know what I mean? If you was telling me something, in my mind, you was scary. You didn't want to do nothing because you was scary.
You're saying telling you something about the Heights in the sense of like you need to chill?
In no way.
Anyway,
you couldn't have told
me.
It's
bad. It's not good. You can't say none of that.
You can't say nothing about the hood, period, unless it's praise. If it ain't praise, I didn't want to hear it. Don't do that. Y'all need to calm down. I don't want to hear it. You scared.
Yeah, I was that way for many years, man.
OG's telling me, OG's saying stuff like, you youngsters need to relax, man. It ain't that serious. No, it's all that serious. You don't know what you're talking about.
In that moment, it was.
Yeah, I mean, no, it was. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is every day it was that serious.
I understand, bro. You don't know what you're talking about. I understand. In that moment,
here's the best way that I put it, Nate. This is what I've learned to ask myself.
Every day it was that serious. Hold on. Let's let Dirt fix that. Okay, he got it.
Yeah, this is what I've learned, and a lot of this I learned from you. This is what I asked myself: Did you feel remorse for what you did when you did it back that got you sent away? At the time, did you feel remorse at the time?
No.
Okay, no, me neither. None. Do you today?
No.
Do you today? Today, you still don't feel remorse for what you did back then?
For what I went to prison for?
Yes.
Okay, let me tell you a story. Hold on. You want to finish your statement, or you want me to tell the story first?
Well, finish your story because it's going to fit. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I'm trying to draw to a conclusion.
Story real quick. When I got out, I was ordered to go to anger management classes for a year when I first paroled. Okay. Right? Ordered 52 weeks, guaranteed, and I had to pay every week to go to the shit they ordered me to go to. Right?
Oh, I ain't paying.
In order to graduate from the class, one of the stipulations was everybody had to write a letter to their victim. Right? Mm-hmm. And everybody in the class had to approve your letter for you to pass the class, right? When I wrote the letter to my victim, I can't tell you word for word what it said, but the gist of my letter was, bruh, you knew what you was doing when you did it to me. Right. You knew the lifestyle we was living, and you know you had that coming. So what I did to you was exactly according to the bylines of the life we was living. And then hold on.
Name is mine.
Hold on. Then I wrote a letter to his mom. Now understand, these letters was only for the class. I wrote a letter to that man's mom. Ma'am, you don't know me, you probably hate me. I apologize to what I did to your child. I apologize for making you live sleepless nights, not knowing if he was going to wake up from that coma or not. I apologize for the fact that my actions made you feel any kind of pain. And then I wrote another letter to my children for taking myself away from them. Yeah. And they passed me. I don't feel remorse for what I did because I did what I did to the person I did it to because he brought that upon himself.
And because funny part is that's exactly the same as me, like almost to a T, man. That's what's crazy. So that's mental problem, Nate. Too well, maybe not yours, but mine is for sure. And here's the reason why: because even though the dude did what he did to me and tried to kill me first, okay. So therefore, by then, there's a reason. But if let's say he didn't, I still would have did what I did to him, okay. And that's a mental problem because for most people, there's nothing been done to them personally by their victim. It's just what's put in their head as a fucking child to go out and do this for this reason or that reason. And that's called mind control, man. It's the same shit the government does to people.
It's called anger.
You know what I mean? We've been controlled in the mind. You know what I mean? Fucking all this time. And that's taken me till I was fucking, I never felt no remorse either until probably the last 6 months, if I really think about it. And it's not remorse for him. This remorse for me, what the fuck it did to me.
Hey, honestly, then maybe I need counseling, right? Because what's good, tax free? I see you. Maybe I need some kind of counseling because honestly, to be honest with you, I don't want to sound like a cold-hearted person or a person that don't have no emotions or nothing like that. But I still don't feel bad for nothing I've done to nobody.
I've never did anything I didn't mean to do. Period.
Well, I won't say anybody, but to that particular person.
You guys are lucky then.
I heard a lot of people that didn't do anything to me.
No, go ahead.
You want to know why, Dirt?
Speak, Dirt. Hold it. Time out. Yeah. Speak, Dirt. What you say?
You guys are lucky then.
Why is that?
Why?
Because there's people that are haunted by the things that they do every day. Or things that they've done.
I'm one of those, but just not that particular thing. That particular thing I never felt remorse for. He shot at me first.
Okay, you know what I mean? So I'm going to tell you why I say that. Because I don't think that nobody really do things unconsciously. When we get in front of that judge, they say, when I was 12 years old, 12 years old, the judge asked me, why did I commit 3 robberies in one day? I told him I was bored. Was that the truth? Yes. I was fucking bored. My aunt left me in the house by myself, moved in with her mom. I had no food, no money, no nothing. My dad wasn't around. He was a crackhead anyway. There was shit I could do. You dig what I'm saying? So then you take that with also the mental anguish of not being a gangbanger as a really little adolescent, but being bad, you know what I'm saying? But not being a banger, but hanging around, you know what I mean? All the gangbangers, you feel me? But then trying to get peer pressured into game banging, and then since I'm not game banging, now they want to jump me. You know what I'm talking about? They want to do this to me, do that to me. Then I move. Then I go to jail more, right? Then I come out here. You feel me? I end up getting in fights out here. You feel me? Because I'm not a banger, but I'm hanging around niggas and woo woo.
Yeah,
so
but
then
I
just
tell
said,
you,
fuck it, put me on. You get what I'm saying?
The difference though is when it takes like a fucking fraction of a second to pull a trigger, and you can change so many lives when you do. Because guess what? You can decide not to get in a car drunk. You can decide not to go with your homies to go outside and fight. But once you pull that shit, there's no turning around. You know what I mean?
We talking about the humanity part. We talking about the humanity part, not feeling nothing for what you're doing.
I'm talking about because what he said is nobody does shit subconsciously. Everybody's conscious when they do shit. But what I'm trying to tell you is you may be conscious. It takes a fraction of a second to fucking change your life like that. When you're
But you knew what you was doing when you pulled that pistol out. You knew why you brought the pistol. You knew what you wanted it for.
Yeah, you did at the time.
You knew what you was going to do with it.
But I knew I wanted to go out and drink and drive too, but I had enough time to change my mind about it. You feel me?
But if you get caught, you can't cry about it because you know what you were doing.
You know what I mean?
I mean, I can just
guarantee
you that's
you know what I mean? That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is you can have a conscious decision and then change it with most things, but that's not one of them. Once you pull that shit, it's over.
All right, now let me say something. Excuse me, may I have the floor, please? Okay, so
yes, sir.
So, okay, let's be clear. One thing first, I wasn't a jacker. I wasn't a jacker, so I'm not gonna pretend like I was a jacker. Did I jack a couple people? Yeah, I jacked a couple people, but the people that I jacked either owed me for something or did something to garner that behavior. I wasn't a jack artist. That wasn't my thing. I was a drug dealer. I was a gangbanger. You know, hold on 1 second, because I only can have 6 people at once. Give me 1 second. But the point is, everything I did, you was either the opposite, you was either opposition, or you was somebody that owed me for dope, and you was acting like you wasn't gonna pay me. So the way that I felt that I was living my life at that time, like everything I've done throughout my life, the way my mindset is built or was built or still is built is I never did anything to anybody that didn't understand the rules or didn't know the rules or dangers of the life that we were all living. You know what I mean? I wasn't running around snatching random people out of their car and stripping them. You know what I mean? I wasn't doing that. So I only can speak about what I was doing.
Do you think that the very extreme reaction for your reputation was also because how many people relied on your reputation?
I mean, that's a possibility. That's a possibility.
I mean, how many people can actually go get work? You know what I mean?
Everybody can go get work. I was really young though, too, when I committed my crime. Depending on what you want to do.
I understand.
Hey, hold on, Ian. Let me put you in the Google real quick. Let me put you in the real quick. Ian, hold on.
Hey, I'll jump out real quick, Nate, if you want to pull somebody in.
I got it. It's good.
That was a scientifical nothing question.
You hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
What's that?
Okay.
Pretty good.
Yes, sir.
Hey, you see how you said that you wasn't doing randoms?
Yeah.
See, I was quite the contrary for me. I was doing randoms. I was on some anybody can get it.
Right.
So.
And that's how Smoke was.
So I can say I got regrets. Man.
Me too.
Like I
do too. They're just not one.
Like I literally
getting caught.
I literally believe, and I'm not saying that it's not a type of mental damage, right? I literally believe that if you was part of something that was in my way, I was gonna have no mercy, and I was gonna have no remorse after I had no mercy. You know what I mean? Like no matter what the situation was, I was gonna give it to you full blast, and whatever you got because of that situation, you should have never put yourself in that situation. Because if you knew what you was dealing with. Don't all that. Oh, I didn't know he was going to do that when I took a bird from him, or I didn't know that when I took $2,000 from him. I didn't know he was going to do all that. Well, it's not up to you to decide what I'm going to do when you decide to do something against me. It's up to me to decide that. Just because you slap me, that don't mean all I got to do is slap you back. You slap me, I'm going to try to rip your throat out. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Nate, hey, you know what they say? You can't tell somebody how to react.
Yeah,
Exactly.
that's my
We can barely hear you. You sound kind of muffled, but I heard what you said. But you sound kind of muffled, Hoodie.
That's what I got a
the
problem with,
volume all
Nate.
the way up.
The volume all the way up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why it's doing
put
that,
my,
but I can. Yeah, put the earbud in. Yeah.
He might be sitting it down. The mic might be on the bottom of the phone.
Yeah, the mic might be sitting up against the table.
Can you hear me now?
Yep.
Hear me now?
Yeah, loud and clear. Yep. Perfect.
My man got that National City hat on or Nasty City hat on.
That neighborhood hat.
Yeah, it's both. It's both.
But hold on, because I know somebody got something to say, because somebody else is the reason why I started this kind of line of content. Because Rascal got at me today saying we needed to talk about this type of stuff.
Yeah.
So I know you got something on your mind, Rascal.
Man, I always got something on my mind. But no, I did a video earlier about mental health. I actually did it yesterday. YouTube flagged it, and so I wasn't able to put it up until today. Man, it's just about losing homies to mental health stuff, right? And to traumas. I had another guy who killed himself. Probably now I guess it was, when was it, babe? The beginning of this week? Last week, It was last week, because that's why I was offline a lot. One of many reasons I was offline a lot last week. And he's not the first, and unfortunately, the reality is the likelihood that he's the last is pretty slim too,
Right.
And my view on that type of thing had changed. When I was younger, I viewed that as weakness and cowardice and oh man, you can't cut it in this lifestyle, right? Which I don't feel that way now, you know what I mean? But that's how I felt then, and I think part of the reason of that was defensive. I think the reason we judge stuff like that sometimes is because if we acknowledge the bullshit, then we got to acknowledge that we're in the bullshit too, like it's especially when you're young. All this stuff is normal. You know what I mean? All this stuff is normal. Like our normal is not necessarily everybody's normal. But I think obviously I didn't catch too much of the conversation that was happening when I tapped in, but it sounded like something along the lines of regrets and that emotional residue from our behaviors in the past, right? Or maybe for some of us our current behaviors or not so distant ones. For me, I shot somebody at least once, right? I went to prison for attempted murder at 19. So I'm comfortable talking about that situation.
Yes,
and do I feel bad for that? Nah, hell no. And on similar lines that you're talking about, Nate, in terms of in that situation, that individual crossed lines.
Right.
And I was looking for them, and they knew I was looking for them, and they was hiding.
Right.
And so when I found them, I just invited them to do what they had threatened to do to somebody else.
Right.
Right. And they, obviously they had a different energy then, but I didn't. Right. And so that situation, I shot him in the neck. I was aiming for his mouth, but I missed. Because I like the symbolism of things, you know what I mean? Absolutely. So like, you talking all that shit, let's fix your mouth. But I missed. And so that I don't feel particularly bad about. But and he was older, he was just out of YA, you know what I mean? Like he was in that lifestyle, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And but there's stuff that I did, so I don't fully agree with you, bro. I get where you're coming from. I understand what you're saying.
Please.
For myself personally, I'm not 100% there. I was. And again, I think for me, that helped me and I'm only speaking for myself, right? It's rationalize some of the stuff. You know what I mean? It is,
Right.
you know, you got to make the shit make sense, man. But some of that stuff is crazy, right? And so, but there's things, you know, there's stuff that I've done to people that were not randoms either, right?
Right.
But you know, it didn't necessarily have to go that way, right? And I might have put a 10 on a 2 a couple times, right? And I get your point of, if you're gonna act, now is my choice of how I respond, right? You had an option when you chose your behavior, so now you lose. You don't have the right to dictate my response, right? And I agree with that 100%. Yeah, I don't know, man. Maybe because I'm getting older, you know what I mean? But we're roughly the same age, you know. So I don't know, but there's just a part of me that's like, man,
what up, man?
I could have let some of that stuff go. You know what I mean? I could have. And
let's be clear. I see you all who's handing on me. Hey, let's be clear when I say how I felt about stuff and how I rock and how I get out. That's not an opinion. That's just a statement of fact about how I was rocking. Like you say, you disagreed with me.
Hot in Florida.
You got a right to obviously feel how you felt about the stuff you was doing and what you did and how you did it and how you feel now. I was only offering my mindset and how I felt then and how I feel now. You know what I mean? Do I consistently strive to live a better life and not be on that type of time? Absolutely. Yeah, every day. You know what I mean? But however, if somebody it was to put themselves in the position today to harm one of me or one of mine, then I'm gonna do what I gotta do to protect my family. You know what I mean? And I'm not gonna feel bad about it. You know, I'm gonna be walking around with a smile, doing dips and pull-ups and shit again. You know what I mean? I mean, no disrespect, but that's what it is. It's like,
and we've had this conversation.
Absolutely.
I don't know that we've had it online or offline, right? I don't actually remember, but where, yeah, I'm absolutely willing to put my freedom on the line for some things. The list of things I'm willing to put my freedom on the line for is a much smaller list than it was years back, right?
Right, absolutely.
And like you, same thing. I try to avoid situations where I feel that I may be tempted or encouraged or you know, whatever, right?
San Diego's in the house.
To engage in behavior that I'm not interested in behaving in.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So I try to avoid situations where, like, I don't go to bars and clubs and everybody drinking and it's live and active and everybody's in their 30s. No, not only have I never liked that scene, but I'm sure in the hell not going to go there now because I will probably go back to prison.
Well, see, that goes right back.
One of them kids,
but see, that goes right back to the point I made. I don't know if you missed it when I said it, where I said I was living in the rules of the life I was living.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Just like now, I'm living in the rules of the life I'm currently living. I'm not out in the hood every day looking, grinding, selling drugs, looking for enemies, trying to do all that type of time. I'm doing the work, doing my shit like I'm supposed to. You know what I mean? But if you come into, I'm living the rules of the life I'm living now. You know what I mean? Just like I don't, like you said, I don't put myself in those type of positions. So if it comes to that, I know how to move. You know what I mean? I've been knew how to move. Even when I was in that life, I knew how to move. Just like I know how to move in this life. You know what I mean? So it's not about whether or not I feel remorse. No, I don't. And people can say it's a mental disorder or
I would
or whatever they want to say about it. But I'm not gonna feel remorse.
It's keeping your guard up.
Or like if I cut, just like, and it's not even about violence either. If you do something that I feel is detrimental to me and my circle, and I gotta cut you out of that circle and stop fucking with you all the way around, I'm not gonna feel bad about that. I'm not gonna sit in my room like, oh, maybe I should get a homie another chance, or maybe nah. Because once you showed me your behavior, I gotta believe you. Because you showed me your behavior.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna believe you.
Facts.
You train people how to
That's big facts.
You ain't gotta tell me twice that you gonna
What
do
up,
some
San
foul shit
Diego?
and get me in trouble. You ain't gotta tell me that twice. All you gotta do is show me once.
You big over here in Florida, man.
Thank you. Salute. Good looking out, bro. I
Who?
appreciate that.
The hardest thing you'll ever do in life is find a balance.
You know what I mean? Like,
And one thing you see now, all walls of life getting along together now compared to 20, 30 years ago.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, it's getting
Man, growing up, it was so segregated where I lived out northeast LA. Now everybody gets along.
Yeah, it's a lot more people that get along today than that got along when we was kids.
Yeah, it's because we're brainwashed growing up.
Down south. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a lot different down there.
I'm in Florida now, though.
He's from Dago, so he really know.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Florida got 1,000 different races over here.
But
yeah,
you got everything.
Like Charles Darwin said, it's not the smartest or the strongest species that survives. It's the most willing and adaptive to change, you know? Mm-hmm. And so if you're willing and adaptive to change, that means you're willing to find a balance. And if you're willing to find a balance, you can actually function. Mm-hmm. You know, I mean, everything in life is okay in moderation. Just about everything.
Right.
You know, and so now, is that easy for people to do? Absolutely not.
Shit, my mom's white, but I grew up Mexican, but it was like I had a tug of war on both sides. It was crazy.
Right. I mean, that's the thing about me. Like, I usually have good experiences, you know? Like, I don't know if it's because I make people feel calm or whatever, right? But at the same time, right, I needed help with the other side of the coin, right?
Yeah.
Just to know that just because I stand up for myself and do something to you, there ain't nothing wrong with me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you know, I felt like being mixed locked up. You're more crazier than the next person because you know both sides of the coin.
Yeah. I mean,
real shit. I was crazy, man.
Actually, I don't. Okay, so as a kid, I think it was rougher for me being mixed, right?
That's what I meant. Like going into system, I had to prove myself. I had to prove myself.
Kid, like in the hood, like it was like every time somebody teased me about being light skinned, I wanted to fight. You know what I mean?
Like why you gotta point
my
something
hood I
out
was
about
in, it was like 2 blocks. But if I went somewhere else, they're like, you out of bounds, homeboy. I'm like, what are you talking about? Happy Valley, boy. And they're like, oh shit. Yeah, I had to deal with don't go past 2 blocks, man. Don't go past 2 blocks. All right.
And I'm sure Nate, you can relate to this.
Hey Nate, I know what you mean by them little light skin jokes.
Yeah.
I used to get shit like that all the time.
Cause you know, hey hood, you know, like motherfuckers would be on back in my days, motherfuckers would be on, man, all these light skinned niggas is good for us being pretty boys and then I used to take that shit offensively. Like what?
Yeah,
I did too. I'm trying to get hard.
I need that.
Every single tall, slender.
Hey, I was getting picked with all the time, man. I had to prove myself double.
Every single one of them. Tall, slender, light-skinned dudes have always been bad motherfuckers in my life, one way or another.
No, I had no choice.
Never
man.
You know,
but it made me who I am. I got PTSD from it, though.
You know what they hit me with?
I got PTSD.
Green-eyed nigga right here. This little light-skinned, green-eyed nigga. Like, that's how they talk. Like, come on. I mean, like, but who the people who actually know me, they're like, shit, play with me if you want to.
Yeah. Like, yeah.
It's all fun and games.
Hey, San Diego.
In my clique, in my generation.
Right.
But people outside of that, I'm going to take offensive. Like, what you want? What you talking about?
That's true, though. That's true. Yeah.
It's like your sister can talk shit to you all day long.
When we go to other schools' football games when I was a kid and stuff, every time some shit started to pop off, motherfuckers be like, "Let me get that light skinned nigga."
Oh, check this out. I'm 6'3". Imagine hanging with Mexican dudes that are 5'10".
Oh my god.
They could call me white boy, all kinds of shit.
And I was slim too.
Yeah.
But
my homeboy was like 5'8", 5'9". I'm 6'3".
In hindsight, I'm like good looking out because y'all made me get my shit up to par because I knew y'all after 2-3 times, I knew y'all was coming for me. So if I wanted to stop getting scraped, I need to pick my hand game up or figure something out. You know what I mean? Because I ain't just gonna being a light skinned nigga to get beat up. I can't. I don't know how to operate.
I went through the same shit. First time going to LA County, man. They put me to the corner. Hey, Woods over there. So I ain't Wood, motherfucker. I'm a Southern boy. And they're like, oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, even in there, I had when the first one to get you know how they send kite first on the get the the jump on. I had to be the first one in line every fucking time.
Yeah.
I get to I wanted to.
That's how it goes. You already know.
I had to push. I had to push. I don't want to say too much, but you know what I'm talking about.
No. You ain't got to say too much. We don't want you to say too much.
No. But I mean, like, just over this weekend, I was in.
People don't realize how California politics are. It drives me crazy, man. Coming to Florida, I'd be looking on my show like crazy, and it ain't like that over here.
I mean, but there's politics.
I know that's when the homie just moved over there.
Like I was saying,
it's kid back over here, man.
Like I was saying to Nate before, if somebody says something to me and I don't like what they said to me, and I say to them, hey, don't say that to me, that's politics. You know what I'm saying? And so a lot of the people need to realize the politics in their own personal life before they, try to break down the politics of an entire culture that they ain't got no fucking part of. You know what I'm saying? But that's
like right now, the hood I was from, my little brother, he's 16. He said they got a
that's crazy you said that because people.
What's up?
Go ahead, honey. Who got
an echo? That's crazy you said that about people need to fix the politics within themselves. That me?
We listening to you, Eddie.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Go ahead, Eddie.
Oh, no, I was saying.
What's up, homie?
Yeah, people. They'll enforce rules that they don't live by themselves. But they'll go to jail and all of a sudden this is what they pushing. But it's like you don't even agree with that yourself, homie. So you definitely got to fix yourself before you try to put something on to somebody else.
Oh, at least know thyself. At least
you know anybody from
Right.
in San Diego?
And so that's why it's like, just like I said over this weekend, I was in Richmond, Virginia, on the southeast side. Man, I walked into a gas station, man, down there, and everybody looked at me like I was out of my mind. I mean, for real. But I don't care. But it was good vibes. Like, you know what I mean? People look at me crazy, but I don't get nobody pressing up on me. I was just down in Baltimore area in a Spanish club where I was the only person who spoke English in the whole motherfucker, right? And I was in there with a cool dude, you know what I'm saying? But like, I just I don't be mean mugging. I just try to be respectful, bro.
All right, let's bring it. All right, look. So check it out. Let's bring it back. Right?
If I may,
we went left field somewhere.
If I may, I'm gonna bring us right back to it because I was thinking about it the whole time you was talking.
All right.
So they say that the brain is not fully developed till they're 25 years old, and they letting people go on that alone. So you say know thyself. Well, at the age of 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, do you really know yourself to make an educated decision that affect the rest of your life?
Hell no.
My brother's still locked up. He's 24. He's still like he thinks 16 years old.
I was dumb as shit at 20 years old. Personally, that's just my thing. Man,
I feel like an old man. I'm 40, man. I feel like I'm done with all this shit.
And like
I did too much work at a young age. I feel like I should retire right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn.
I know coming up in certain environments, you feel like you grow up fast. But even you, Nate, when you think about yourself at 17, you were still a kid.
You're not a kid. You're a man.
You couldn't have told me that, though.
Yeah,
but at 17, but at the same time, if you ran into me at 17, like,
I would ask her where you was from.
And I would have, and see,
I'm not saying that as a bad thing. You probably would have got me. You probably got me. No, but I'm saying at that time, that's what it was about. Where you from?
But no, you're right.
You would have got me.
But absolutely, that would have been the initial response, of course. If you,
I've been in the hospital 2 times because I asked where they're from. I didn't run, but I knew when I seen 4 guys come out of the car.
And that's how it go, because you know what I mean. If you're in the hood, you see somebody what's happening, homie? Who was you? What you doing over here? Like, who was bruh? You know what I mean? Off top. But But my thing is this: is that, and I'm, hey, I don't pretend to be perfect, right? But I believe that due to the circumstances of the life that I've lived, as a child, as an adolescent, in prison, gang shit, and back out, I believe that, like you say in the movie Taken, man, I believe that it equipped me with a certain set of skills, right? And I'm not talking about violence or nothing like that. I'm talking about a certain set of mental skills, right, that have taught me to protect myself. You know what I mean? And those around me. So right back to what I was saying about when I see shade, or like the homie Smoke was talking the other day, everybody got some shady in them, right? When I see some people on the kind of behavior that I don't feel like a rock with, or I feel like eventually it's gonna make me flash or say something reckless to them, whether it end up with me getting punched in the mouth or whatever it end up, I cut them out. And I pull them out of my circle, because why? If I can see the issue before, when we were youngsters, we see an issue, we run straight towards it, right? Like, well, okay, so what? But now I'm to the point where if I see that something will create an issue for me later, I automatically try to take it out of the equation.
So you taught yourself growing up, man.
That skill, was that skill learned from prison, or was it learned from?
I honestly believe that skill was learned from a culmination of everything together.
It was given to you by your children.
It's like having different classes in high school.
It's the fact that it was a fact that I was a neglected, abused child, to the fact that I was a gang member out there on the streets, to the fact that I was fighting for my life regularly in prison, to the fact that I'm out here fighting these men to give me this check every day when I'm working so I could take care of my family. All of these things combined create the mindset that is now sitting in front of you. You know what I mean? It's like,
I'll be straight up. I wasn't in a riot. I was in the hospital for 3 weeks.
Yeah, I
had no choice.
One specific thing.
It was 4 against 10.
I never been backdoored, and I never been snaked by nobody that, well, I have been snaked by somebody I didn't think would snake me. But I've never been snaked by none of my homeboys. You know what I mean? I was snaked by another blood, but that's a story for another time. But
that's a discipline for the Southside. You can't do that to another one.
Yeah. But
you know what I mean? I can't even say that. My bad.
That makes my trust level in general be guarded. You know what I mean? Like, be
that's
really
the only
guarded.
way
like,
anybody can get you, bro.
and
that's why you always ready to fight.
Anybody who's met me in person, I think other than Dirt, will tell you that how I am immediately right when they meet me is different than how I am 20 minutes later after I already checked the temperature of how it is when we first meet. Other than Dirt, I think anybody else that met me, the first
Dirt was kicked back.
Yeah, what's going on, man?
He's like a pit bull.
And then after I see that it's cool and it's calm and I can lightweight relax, which could be allure me into a false sense of security as well. But once I see that it seems to be good, then okay, I can relax, I can kick back. But my guard is always in the back of my head, like, okay, I still gotta watch you. Because I've seen people.
I do that in the stores, man.
Back door by their own people. I've seen
do y'all do that in stores?
What happened?
Do y'all do that in the stores, like looking everywhere? I do.
I mean,
I don't know why.
I pretty much watch my surroundings everywhere I go, but it's not like a paranoia situation. It's
how long you been home?
I thought it was just me.
How long you been home?
Right?
I've been home for 6 years.
Oh, okay.
I only did 8 compared to you guys. It's nothing, man. But
that's a long day.
You sound like you had a rough 8.
A day is a day.
Well, it's because the time when I went, the rise and it's just a lot of. We had
California.
All right, at the time when I went, Orange County had beef with LA County. It's an IE. I can't explain too much of it.
Hey, don't talk about too much you ain't supposed to talk about, bruh.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I can't.
Yeah. Hey,
I made that up, man. I made that up.
Yeah, he rocked with the double S. He can't really talk about.
I made that up, man. I was just fucking around.
Yeah.
I got a question. Do you think that I know that like you always expect?
Yeah, I gotta go, man.
All right, so I know you always expected people to be afraid of you, right? Whoever I'm talking to. You always expected people to be afraid of you, but doesn't it kind of piss you off when people are afraid of you like that? In a way, like what I mean by that is I know that being afraid ain't never gonna help you with nothing, you know, and I'm not coming with no bad energy, you know. So if somebody tries to do something to me, it's just pure one-sided, and so I got to be all right with that. I got to rock with that. But like even for example, look at what I'm staying in right now. Okay, this is what I'm spending the night in right now. All right, let me walk. All right, so
can I ask you a question, Ian?
You like that, Nate?
Can I ask you a question, Ian?
You like that, yo?
Can I ask you a question?
Yes, I'm listening.
Are you speaking hypothetically, or are you speaking about a person in general?
Well, the beginning I was talking about Nate, but in general,
okay.
But like, I'm just saying that, like, I don't know. I usually have always done things that people look at this fucking house I'm in right now, and I'm spending the night. Look at this fucking house. Okay. Right. You know, like that's outside. Right. I like, you know, it's just craziness. But at the same time, man, this is my homie's house, man. He bought this house. I'm helping him fix it up, you know. And so
does it help for like mental health? Like being in the house big old house by yourself?
Oh, not at all. But at the same time, it does. You know what I'm saying?
To me, it would be like a big puzzle, and you get happy when you complete the puzzle. So
I'd be spooked.
Can you imagine a little kid sleeping in a room?
I'd be spooked.
Got holes
big
like
ass house by myself in the middle of the night, not knowing where I'm at.
A big ass trap house with nobody there.
Yeah, I'm scary, bro.
He didn't walk in every room in the house.
Yeah. Hold on. Yeah, I'd be spooked, Dirt. I ain't even go front. I'd be like, and it's a city I don't know it. Nah, I'd be spooked.
No, and there's a bando.
I mean, I spent some time in trap houses. I don't mind those, but I've never been all alone in a trap house with nobody trapping.
But wait, all alone in a trap house in a city you ain't from, you don't know nothing about nothing.
Nope. That all
it get dark out there too.
And you a young white kid in a black neighborhood. I'm not staying in there. I'm out of here.
You know he got that big ass. You know he got that big ass rifle.
He got that on.
Somebody make a sound.
Hey, don't let him fool you. He got it on him.
Hey,
but
on his back, on his strap.
We come out.
Yeah,
right. I grew up learning, bushcraft. You know, like my hobby was sleeping in a tent.
Set up outside. He got traps and shit set up outside around the perimeter.
Bushcraft?
Hey.
Trapping and shit.
That's a trade secret.
All that
that's real deer hunter shit.
Real Rambo shit.
Hey, Wrestler, that mean he got like tripwires and shit set up all around the house, probably.
Well, maybe not all around the house, but you know, I do got.
Look, he's looking at one right now. Look, he's looking at one right now. I got one right there, though. Yeah, you come through that door, I'm on you.
I mean, not everywhere, but I
mean, if they were everywhere, it wouldn't really work effectively. But what I'm saying is
the fact that you know that, means that we have a different lived experience.
Yep.
I would think if one tripwire is cool, like 100's better, but apparently I'm wrong. And
that's the thing. I'm like the nicest person you'll ever meet, but Nate, would you try to hurt me and then let me leave? Would you do that? I wouldn't. You know what I'm trying to say? I wouldn't. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't got nothing but love, man.
I refuse to answer that question.
I was like a indirect challenge.
Right.
No, that's not a challenge.
Indirect.
He's the nicest dude you know, bro.
Yeah, man.
Don't let him walk away.
Yeah,
don't let him walk away.
Don't attempt to harm him and not.
You know, I mean,
don't even flinch.
If somebody makes me feel like I have to go into that zone, right?
Can you describe the zone? Can you describe the zone?
Can you describe
that zone? I know everything
about
your house. I know how to get in your crawl space. I know how to get through everything. I'm just trying to tell you. I know these things because I'm a tradesman.
So that's the zone.
What I'm trying to say? I'm just being honest with you.
Wait, hold on.
So that's the zone.
Yeah, I know it all. all. Why do you think?
Far away from me.
Okay, yeah, I'm just making sure you're not in Northern California because now I'm starting to get uncomfortable.
Yeah. We learning about the zone.
Hey, no cap. Hey, no cap. Hey, this dude that slept in my house, man. That dude.
No, I know.
I believe you. That dude that slept in my house, man. He all right. Hey, and I didn't even look. And I didn't even get up one night in the middle of the night to check if he had moved or not.
Because all that same energy, all that same threat I have, all that same energy is for protecting.
No, I hear you, man. Honestly,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like, I hear you. And I ran across folks like you. Like your whole get down is familiar to me, not from my personal experience, but I've ran across folks that are hella cool, hella chill, know some really cool stuff that a lot of people don't really know. And you can vibe with them and fuck with them, and they just awesome people. But if you cross that line, they're like next level with their response, right? Yeah. Like they
I agree.
They're gonna be flying drones through your house. Okay. It's like
then again, I'll admit that I don't know if I'd react this way if I had been encountered as many times as Nate. It would just become nothing. That's interesting. You know what I mean?
So is it like a complex?
No, that's not what I'm saying. I think that there's a lot of the way that I think is because it hasn't been completely normal in my life. You know, I'm not decent. I'm not dulled to it. You know what I mean? I still feel like because Nate, you know, like you can have plans all day, bro, but you know shit happens in a millisecond.
Yeah.
You know, and so
Derek, look at the screen. But go ahead, Ian.
Okay, sorry. And that's why
Ian makes me drop my jaw every time he does this. Every time it turns into the Ian show, and we get to learn different stuff.
Y'all feel me though. I know
y'all feel me though. That's why I'm listening.
And so it's like I said before, like I really am weird like that. I will pick up a little bug and walk it outside. Come in my house after dark, I will remove you from humanity. I hate to say it like that, but it's true. It's just because I personally can't get down with things that are predatory like that. I just can't. I'm more of a protective person naturally. And I'm not saying that like I'm a super badass because I'm a protector. It's just with certain things, I'm gonna do it before I can even consciously make the decision to do it. So I know that I gotta be at least somewhat skilled or prepared for when that happens. Because if I were to see a kid like going in the street, happened to me when I was young, I grabbed the kid and pulled him back faster than I could think.
I have a question.
You know, yeah.
You're not on trial, so you don't have to explain.
Fifth. I plead the fifth. F-I-F.
That's it.
I'm playing. Go for it.
That's it. I just want you.
All right, time out. Let's bring it back to reality for a minute. Like,
yeah, I was just wanting you to open the door and let me out, though.
Come on, Derek.
I know you. See, the problem is I know you already, and you telling me, and I know you. Shit, you Ian, man. Ian is Ian. One in a fucking million.
So where do we start, gentlemen? Where do we start in changing the mentality of
not being afraid to admit you have a problem? Not being afraid to let everybody know that you have a problem. You know what I mean? Because if everybody looks up to you as the strongest dude they ever knew.
No, they don't.
I'm not saying you. I'm just saying in general. If everybody around you looks up to you as one of the strongest dudes they ever met, right? That's the dude that can have the influence when it comes to things of that scenario. Because the young kid who has a problem can go, well, shit. If he can admit it, you know, if he's big enough, like the veteran, like the fucking, you know, the Green Beret, Navy SEAL, that still, you know what I'm trying to say, that takes it.
Let me finish my statement.
I'm sorry.
First of all, please.
I apologize.
What I'm saying is, where do we start in changing the mentality that the type of lifestyle that we were living or that created the mindset that we have now? is okay.
I think there's truths in the reality of that life that are hidden. And there's truths in the history that are hidden to propagate the new agenda. That was my attempt at making it
no, that was legit.
But no, real shit. Look, before I even knew what a Crip was, we was gangbanging against the manners. Before I even knew, felt the hate, or I ain't even really never felt the hate toward Crips like that. But I'm just saying, I was funky with other bloods before that.
Right.
I didn't really realize, before I went to the pen, I had already realized that gangbanging prohibits increased monetary gain.
Yeah.
So you need to shed that shit and you create more lanes. I understood that before I went to prison at 17. So when I went to 17, being a blood was the baggage that I brought with me to the pen. And then I got to learn really what it was to be a blood. Okay, there was nothing on the streets that I learned about being a blood that could have prepared me for what I learned about being a blood when I went to prison.
Definitely. I feel that.
Okay, now look.
I went to Tracy. 18 years old motherfucker walked on me and said, "Is you and Damu?" I said, "Hell no, I'm a blood."
Right. Okay, so Ian, even more of the mindset, right? Asking somebody like that's never been to prison, right?
Absolutely.
Why is it okay to kill a person if they're in your home though?
Well, because the only reason they would ever come in your home after dark is because they have intentions more than stealing things.
Okay, now how many people do you think would say that you're supposed to go and call the authorities? Now understand. Wait.
Nobody in Texas.
Hold on. Before you respond,
I'm sorry.
Understand. I'm trying to be the devil's advocate here.
No, 100%.
And I want to be able to get every mindset because my mindset is skin you alive. Off top, if I catch you inside my house trying to do anything, but that doesn't mean that that's the predominant mindset. It might be the predominant mindset for people of my ilk, for people who think like me, people who come up like me. Yeah, first thing we doing is gonna try to tear something up. But what about the people? Where is that a wire crossed in our brains to think that it's okay to take another life?
Well, I mean, I'll always be okay when it comes to me or them if I'm not the one who is forcing that situation. Because I'm not going to be thinking about me.
Hey, what is that? Hey, you got to burn that other one. Hold on. Oh, no, that got to come off the wall, bro.
No,
I ain't going to be thinking about me, bro. That's the thing. Just like you, Nate.
That's a conflict of interest.
That's all. My lady's a Raiders fan, and I love her, so you know.
Oh, yeah, my wife used to have a flag on the wall too.
Yeah, okay. I'm not changing her mind, bro. See,
when I think about that scenario,
it ain't there no more, Rascal.
The only fear that I have,
she a rider.
Is my family member okay in the other side of the house?
Right.
You know, that's what's going to make me charge through my house.
I'm just trying to keep the conversation going, man.
I understand. What I'm trying to say is it's still it's not everything. It's always from a protective mentality. You know, I always try to keep it in a protective mentality because it's either one or the other, man. And I'd much if I didn't either risk my life or die to protect and I failed, I wouldn't last a month.
You guys need to go to bed.
I wouldn't last a month.
I think, man, real shit. The reason why I'm quiet is I think I'm white man can't jump.
What's that mean?
You're a Jimmy.
As soon as I get on that court, you don't know what I'm capable of. But as long as you think I'm on the sideline, I'm gonna be on the sideline. As soon as I come in the game, you don't know what I'm about to do because I never told you.
I feel that. Oh wait, what question did I ask you, Nate? What's more effective, a surprise attack or seeds of doubt?
Yeah,
a win.
What I'm trying to say is I always feel like it's safe no matter what the circumstance if you're coming from a protective mentality. And when it comes to the young, like you're talking about like the psychosis or the youth or whatever.
No, I'm talking about a person that talks about like you about how you hurt somebody, why do you even feel you have to broadcast that how dangerous you are?
Right.
No, I'm not.
See, that's what I was trying to get to, and Dirk jumped ahead to it. That's what I was trying to get to.
Like that, it would take a question for somebody to. It would take like for somebody to say, "Ian, you must think we think you soft or something because you just told us how you're not." But nobody said that.
No.
Understandable.
But you know, like I said, there's a balance to everything, right? The most badass dudes, they're not gonna walk around like they're big Billy badass. But I swear to God, they're always gonna be smiling when they fight you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know,
man, that's real. Hey, you ever been punched by somebody with a smile?
And it hurts.
Motherfucker punched me in my shit and laughed at the same time.
Man,
I feel like it hurts a little worse when that happens.
Man, it makes you second guess yourself.
Yeah,
too,
it does. It does.
Yeah,
that nigga hit me with that beam.
You know, and that's the thing. It's like, how do you?
Hey, Dirk, you almost made me bring
unless you just
something
go
up
through
on
it a whole bunch
accident.
of times,
Oh,
and you have that experience.
I got video proof.
You know, because when I was younger, I would avoid certain confrontations because my heart would start pounding really freaking hard. You know what I'm saying? I would start having panic attacks whenever I'm sitting here having a confrontation with somebody. And it wasn't until I was in wrestling that I realized that I lose myself.
Well, you see, that's why I keep trying to take it away from violence and aggression, and just I'm trying to get on the mental aspect of it. Like,
absolutely.
I don't care. Honestly, I mean, I got love for you, Ian. You're a supporter. Dirt the homie. Rascal,
come on.
fuck with bruh.
Come on.
You know what I mean? But I don't care what none of y'all gonna do. I'm trying to talk about how do we adjust it? Like, why everything can't be aggression? Aggression is how it was. And honestly, even if your mindset was like ours, you would have been right there with us.
That's true.
You know what I mean? To be honest, you obviously have some sort of self-control because you can't say ain't nothing ever happened to you that you would have reacted how we reacted to shit before.
No, 100%.
You know what I mean? So obviously, and it's not a shade on you because I wish I would have reacted different in hindsight.
Yeah.
You know, I don't regret it. I don't regret it. But at the same time, I wish I knew better. If that's regret, then I guess I do. I wish I knew better then. But obviously, they say hindsight is 20/20. Obviously, right? But if I knew that when I did what I did to the individual who unfortunately I had to do it to, or I felt I had to do it to, if I knew they were going to try to give me life in prison, maybe I would have made a different decision. You know what I mean? Yeah. Did I know I was going to get in trouble? Sure. I knew I'd get in trouble. Did I know he was going to tell? Nah, I didn't know that. You know, he was a gangster. So I didn't think a gangster was going to tell on another cat in the streets. You know what I mean? I don't refer to myself as a gangster, but I didn't think he was going to go call the police, or I didn't think his wife was going to call the police, and I didn't think he was going to testify. You know what I mean? I thought he was going to heal up and come out the coma and come find me. You know what I mean? And then we can figure it out from there. That's what I thought was going to happen.
I think it's pretty funny that you didn't even consider the fact that the cops were telling people they were going to kill you. that didn't even scare you at all.
Wait, what happened?
I said that's funny that you never even considered the cops were telling people they were going to kill you.
Oh yeah, see
you weren't even scared of that at all, bro.
Yeah, because they say that about everybody that's armed and dangerous on their bolos. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
you know when they put their bolos out and they put armed and dangerous, they first thing they want to do is start telling people in the public, y'all better tell him to turn himself in because we gonna kill him out here if we catch him. You know what I mean?
If you have a felony warrant, anybody can kill you.
I wasn't worried about them.
You're still wanted dead or alive to this day.
I would say that the correction starts when the kid makes his first play action move that's not in according with the normal life. When he makes that first move, that's when the intensive therapy needs to start.
So it starts at home.
It starts at home and it starts young. Like when I broke into my second grade class and stole the marbles and calculatedly put the pencil in the door to make it close, but not close on the pencil. Everybody went to recess. I wouldn't hit a lick in the second grade. Yeah, I'm gonna say somewhere around there, I needed my ass whooped.
badly.
Yeah, I know. I understand that. All I really with all of the shit that I say to the young guys, it's still manly. You know, there's a time and a place for everything, but I just want you to know that it's still super manly.
That's like you guys.
You know,
you
to
guys,
be protective.
You guys, Dirt and Ian have met all my sons. All my sons know how to fight. They know how to defend themselves. They've been trained properly by professionals, not me. You know, I help them, but they've been trained professionally, like you know what I mean. But what I preach to my son is, my sons with the S on the end is not. I don't want you guys to learn this stuff so you guys go out and victimize people and hurt people.
No.
I want you guys to learn this stuff so you can defend yourself if it's necessary. You know what I mean? Your first reaction isn't violence. That's not your first reaction. Your first reaction is to get the hell away from the situation. That's your first reaction.
Let me add to that. And what happens is you go to a medium point where a switch happens. That's and you true. Don't become afraid of what people do to you. You become afraid of what you'll do to them.
Mm-hmm. Can y'all see my hand in the air?
It's like
that's what happened for me. That's what happened for me when I came home. That was my biggest fear upon getting released. Wasn't what anybody on the streets was going to try to do to me. It was going to be, am I going to keep myself from reverting to what I'm used to from all these years? And what am I going to do to somebody and hurt somebody and end up back in prison?
That's very true. Yeah. They will straight up get themselves hurt out of straight hatred.
Because people will be reckless with their mouth out here in the real world. People say stuff in regular conversation without even meaning nothing that I probably would have went and dug something up about in prison. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Right.
Or people get little attitudes. And I used to take an attitude in prison. Like if I let you walk away with an attitude, you might be coming back with a knife.
Right.
You know what I mean? So when I first came home and I seen those type of behaviors, I was like not timid, but like very cautious around people. Like,
was it in your work? Was it in your work environment, or was it like
fired at my job? I almost got fired at my job. Quick story. I don't want to hold y'all.
Man, man.
I'm working, and I'm working with a coworker that was, more experienced than me, and he running by the thing, and I'm driving by him, and he yell at me, "Hey man, what the fuck are you doing?" Now, I'm not a racist. I am not a racist. I'm a mixed individual. I'm half black, half white. However, I did live in a racist environment for a lot of years. Mm-hmm. This individual happened to be about 6'4", bald-headed, white guy, right? So a little switch got clicked, right?
Yeah.
Like, hold on. So I popped the brakes on my truck, hop out. Man, who the fuck you talking to, man? No, I was just saying, I don't give a fuck what you was saying. Hey, man, look, let's go clock out for lunch and let's go across the street so I could break your jaw real quick. And then, of course, his first reaction was, hey, man, calm down.
Yeah.
Calm
why
down.
You overreacting?
I'm overreacting. Yeah. And then, of course, the next day, HR calls me in and you can't threaten to break people's jaws. And all my response was, they said, Nate, did you say you was going to break his jaw? Yeah. Yep. Why'd you say that?
You don't do that to nobody else, though.
Wait, hold on. But why'd you say that? Because that's how I felt. Well, what did he say to you? That don't matter. You asked me, what did I do? I'm telling you what I did. That's what I did. Am I fired or am I? What we doing? No, just don't do it anymore. Oh, okay.
So bringing it back to the mental health, do you think that mental health played a part in reaction?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I think Turbo, what's happening, homie?
So I think each situation would be situational. Like, how do you deal with mental health in the workplace? How do you deal with mental health in sports? How do you deal with mental health in business?
What I did is I've learned that I had to learn a different way of living. I had to learn that every issue, every time I was irritated, it didn't call for go from zero to the penitentiary.
Right.
It called for discernment. That's the word I'm looking for. Every situation calls for discernment. I needed to analyze the situation, like we were talking the other day, Dirk. Take in all the information, and you got to do this in a split second sometimes, right? Take in all the information, analyze it, and choose the best course of action for that specific situation. I can't tell you to deal with every situation the same. You need to use your discernment. You know what I mean? And over the 7.5, almost 8 years I've been home, I think I've gotten pretty good at using it now to where I can fit in anywhere and I can do anywhere. And somebody at work can damn near say anything without touching me and get away with it because I understand what I have to lose now. You know what I mean? I understand that it might be a trap. It might be, oh, we know you've been to prison. We know you're a top driver. We want to get rid of you, but we have no way to get rid of you because your record speaks for itself. So let's put you in a position where you fuck it up for yourself.
But you know, like
I think there's this saying like the ABC model, right? Of there's an activating event, and then there's beliefs that you hold about that event, right? And then there's consequences to what you're gonna do. Right? So if you walk into a store and somebody bumps you, right, and doesn't mind their manners, that's the activating event, right?
Yeah.
What are your beliefs, right? If my belief is, if I let this dude do that, he's gonna think I'm soft. Other people are gonna think I'm soft, and I might not make it out of this fucking Walmart alive, right? If that's my belief, then yeah, I'm gonna have to take flight, right? And the consequences of me taking flight are not as bad as the consequences of me not taking flight, right?
Right.
If my belief is this is just some entitled ass fucking dude that ain't paying attention to where he's walking and bumped into me, and he really don't give a shit about me,
right?
And he don't want this smoke, right? He really doesn't.
Uncle Mitch, what's happening, bro?
Then I can still take off on him, right? But are the consequences of me taking off on him, are those warranted by?
So you have to adopt. You have to adopt this belief, right?
Yeah, it's and that's
mindset
acronym, right? But yeah, I think
hey, Smiley.
What I've had to do, and I hear what you're saying. Native Fire was just talking to my lady the other day, and she was saying that somebody said something to her at work, and it got under my skin. And what they said wasn't even necessarily bad, right? It was rude or something like that. But and it was another female, and so. But I was like, what the fuck? People feel so damn entitled to express themselves to other motherfuckers about shit that ain't their business. Why?
Right.
Why does because
they're naive.
Like I feel some type of way about the shirt that you're wearing. Keep it to your fucking self. I don't know you. I'm walking through the store. You don't know me. Hey, bro, that shirt's whack. Why would you do something like that?
Right.
Right? But there are people like that. There's a lot of them in society.
Yeah,
and feel entitled to express themselves however they want, to whoever they want, whenever they want. And there is a part of me that's like, you know what? Somebody need to teach you can't do that. Right? That's improper behavior, right? Yes. But do it gotta be me? Right? Like, is it that serious? Right?
So proper procedure, if you don't mind me asking. Now, at this point in your life, you walking through the store, you bump shoulders with somebody. Now, they might be the old you versus the new you. How does the new you react?
I've had that situation, and I haven't always reacted the same. There's a lot of variables. One of them is, what's the vibe I get from this person? What, to be honest, man, what do they look like? Where am I at? Right? What type of community am I in? Right? And what do they look like? What's their energy? Right? Yeah. I'll always look back. Now, if they looking back too, like, oh no, then let's get.
That's what let me know I'm normal, because right? I'm to the point where I still look back.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
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 Now, me personally, I've been bumped into in the store. right? And funny enough, it's always been Walmart, right? And my wife's told me that my eyes say everything sometimes, right?
Yeah.
And you'll bump into me, and I say excuse me to you, right?
Right.
But my excuse me is more of a excuse me, bruh.
Right. Yeah. I've done that exact thing too. Yeah.
I mean, and then and to me, that's the thermometer run. Right. I'm throwing the thermometer out in the air. You know what I mean? Like, because you either gonna say, "Oh, my bad," or you gonna what? And oh, what? Oh,
I think like when you're in the casino, right? You just going through the aisles. It be people sitting down, play that game, and you bump them. Boop. Yeah. I'm more of a like, my bad. If I look back, which most likely I will, and we lock eyes, yeah, my bad, and then keep going.
Right.
Because I know how it feels to be sitting down and the motherfucker boop.
Yeah. No. Now don't get me wrong. Anytime I ever and it's very rare. It's very rare that I bump somebody, and I don't go to casinos, so I don't really be in packed spots like that. But it's very rare that I bump somebody. But if I do, and I have, like at football games and stuff like that, it's off top. Oh, excuse me, bro. Oh, sorry about that. And I even make that physical contact sometimes. Like, hey, oh, excuse me, brother. Sorry about that, man. And keep it moving, because it definitely wasn't intended that. I don't even want to let your brain start to go there.
Right.
I'm immediately. Oh, my bad, bro. That's like body in the cell, Dirt. Dirt. That's like we going body in the cell, and I actually catch you in the chin. Boop. I immediately, hey, bro, whoa, my bad, bro. Hold on, because I don't even want your brain to go like, wait, was he just trying to try me?
Right.
You know what I mean? Wait, what was that? You know what I mean? I'm gonna quash that immediately. Hold on.
I've been in a casino, right, where it wasn't necessarily a bump. It was just because of how my eyes are scanning everywhere. Dude came up to me and said, "You know my girl?" I said, "Nah, who's your girl?" You said, "Man, it seemed like y'all been looking at each other. It seemed like y'all know each other from somewhere." I was like, first of all, who is your girl? I have no idea who you are and who she is. So from that day forward, because I had to, but from that day forward, it seemed like every time I seen him in the casino, he was watching me. Like I couldn't look around without locking eyes with this motherfucker.
He got insecurity problems, though. He got
So finally, you know how I deflated that shit? As soon as I came in the door, I walked right to him. "What's up, bro? How you feeling today?" "What's up, my guy? Man, you good? You beating their ass up in here? That's right. Do your thing. Go."
You got a nickname for him?
Yeah. That's
the nigga that was tripping off his
I've had that though too, where I'm just watching. I'm not watching anybody in particular.
Right.
I'm just like Dirk said, I'm just scanning the room, right? Scanning the arena. And people will, it hasn't happened often, but there's been times, and I'll catch somebody that is staring at me, right? And realize, because there's something about locking eyes, you know what I mean? And especially locking eyes with somebody you're unfamiliar with, right? And so I'll be looking around, and then I'll notice somebody, they just spot on me, and I'll hold it for a second till it gets to that awkward point, right? Like,
right.
Okay, I'm starting to feel awkward. You feeling okay?
No, but yeah, that's
and see if they'll break the look, and if not, what's up, man? Oh, what's up? Or they'll turn their head or whatever.
Yeah.
And even then, I catch a complex sometimes about it afterwards. Like, did I just punk it? I wasn't trying to punk, dude. Like, was I being an asshole? I don't want to be an asshole. I don't want no problems. I want no funk with nobody. I'm just out here doing whatever I'm doing, right?
Yeah.
And
it's that hard,
and similarly, I've been told that my body language, when I get real upset, my body language kind of gives it away. But me, like if I'm passing somebody, even in the like at a Walmart, right? If I'm even getting close to them, I always put a hand up, right, like this,
right?
Like I have from my elbow to my palm, between me and them as I pass. Just, I don't want you to bump me. I don't want you to touch me. I know that I'm getting close enough to you that we might make contact.
You might back up. You might anything.
Right, and so but I try my best to avoid it.
Can I ask a question? How do you handle that in the workplace situation?
What do you mean?
Quietly.
Like when you got to maintain where you want your space, you want to be respected, and you're dealing with people that have no levels of respect.
Let me give you mine. So I obviously I'm a truck driver, so I deliver to a lot of grocery stores, right? And I have to move a power jack through their back areas, right? But there's a lot of people always back there working, and stocking, doing whatever they're doing, right? And there's something e-card that ever since that e-card thing been popping, there's been a lot of people in the way since then. But I've learned to, instead of getting irritated about people being where I need to be, I announce myself ahead of time. You know what I mean? When I'm 20 feet down the aisle, I'm coming behind you guys. Excuse me. Yeah, I'm coming behind you guys. And then it's like they spread like the Red Sea now. You know what I mean?
Because
like,
people
don't so nice. He always lets us know he's coming.
Be like that.
I just want you to get the fuck out of my way.
Exactly. But I find that I can't do something if somebody does something to me and it annoys me and I don't like it. I have to make a point not to do that. One of my biggest pet peeves in life is because I acknowledge everybody's existence. Everybody. No, I don't care who you are. I could be in New York City and I would go brain dead because I acknowledge everybody's existence. And so when I walk past somebody and even when they lock eyes with me and I say, hey, how you doing? And they just say nothing to keep walking, I really don't do well with that. And so
that don't
bother me. We do the head nod.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. I'm just saying.
Tell you something, man. You guys realize how fucked up we are for prison. Even though we do well, we're doing well in our lives. We're fucked up. I've been listening to you guys, and every one of you I can align with. Like Dirt watching bobbleheading, okay? Homie right here said that he's felt bad, like, because he won't break eye contact. Like, did I just punk homie? I get that feeling all the fucking time. You know what I mean? Like, man, was I too much? Well, how was the expression on my face? You know what I mean? Did my expression say everything? And then Nate Dogg, like, I've been there to make the physical contact. Like, no, you know what I mean? Don't let their brain even fucking think for a minute. You know what I mean? That there's some, like, man, it fucked us up, homie. Just from listening for the last 20 minutes. You know what I mean? I'm not saying we're not doing great and good.
Right.
But I'm learning that it really.
If you locked eyes with me and you wouldn't break, I guarantee I can make you smile.
Yeah,
Pardon me?
I said if you locked eyes with me and you wouldn't break, I guarantee I can make you smile.
But see, that would break the eye contact. That's the thing. That would break the ice. That would change the mood.
That's what I would try to do, you know?
Problem is when you have two convicts to do this with each other, then you know what I mean? Then
we're not trying to make each other smile.
Yeah, we're not trying to make each other smile.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's like, for instance, like I spooked myself, like no cap, right? I spooked myself when I first came home, right? Yeah. My twin sister, a lot of you guys know about my twin sister. She called me, and she was renting a room. She was renting a room to somebody who was fresh out, right? I ain't know the dude or nothing like that, right? But she called me. I'm on my way to work. I'm on my way to Oakland, right? And I hear dude in the background. You know what I mean? I don't know F who you call. Call your brother. Now this dude never met me. This dude met my sister's other brother from the other side, right? That dude ain't got a brother that ain't got nothing to do with me, right?
Yeah.
Or a dude she call her brother, right? And a square dude, whatever, right? But I mean, not that I'm just a regular dude, but still, it's like you don't even know who you yelling. You don't care who she called. So, and I only been out like 3 months at the time, right? Like fresh 3 months. Like my first 3 months, bro, I never really went around nobody. I went to work, home, and the gym. Work, home, and the gym. That was my program. So I hadn't even really acclimated to anything. So it was like I was still on. Oh, you don't give a fuck, huh? Oh, okay. So I'm hearing him, and she's like, "Brother."
And it's at your sister's house?
Yeah, he's there, renting a room for me. So she say, this dude over here, and she had a disabled person she had rented a room to too, because she had like a 4-bedroom house.
Yeah.
And he's like, and they're both females. She's like, man, he over here talking about he'll fuck us both up and this and that. I was like, look, so this is what I say to my sister. I'm like, hey, just hey, go in the room and lock yourself in the room. I'm when I get off work, I'm gonna come over there, right? That's what I tell her, right? Just go lock yourself in the room. But of course, at the time while I'm talking about this, I'm making a U-turn already, right? I'm already getting off the freeway to come back. I don't want her to wake him up. I don't want her to wake him up and let him know I'm coming. So I'm like, go ahead, go in your room, stay out the way, right? So I pull up, obviously I pull up a couple houses down, turn the lights off, all the old behaviors, right? All the old behaviors, walk in the house, fine, dude. And I get on him, right? Like immediately, right? Like, hey, you, what's happening, bro? Let's. And as soon as he hopped up, you know, I gave him a chance to stand up, and then, you know, I just got on him like I was supposed to, right? What's that third? What you say? Oh, my bad. I got distracted. So I get on him, but the feeling I had while I was on him, bruh, that spooked me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That
it wasn't the same, was it?
It was no. It's not that it wasn't the same, bruh. It was like it was supposed to be.
No, it felt
like,
good.
Yeah. Yeah, it was like, man, you got me, man, I will kill you out here. Who you playing with, bro? I got him in the backyard trying to kick his head into the steps to the
should have got his number. You guys could do this every once in a while.
But remember,
right.
That was a protective mentality.
And but then I went into the room, right? And I'm sitting there and like I'm shaking now, right? Now it's over, it's done. I'm calm and collected while it's going down. But then I come in the house and I wash my hands and stuff because I cut my hand on his tooth. And I'm sitting in the room with my the person I was with at the time, the female, and I'm sitting there and I'm just like with my head down, like, man,
right.
I'm not. This ain't what I'm supposed to be doing.
Right.
This ain't what I'm supposed to be doing.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's spooky because I'm like, damn, did I really change, or am I really still just on that type of time?
But was it? But was
I
it
had
what
that.
you weren't supposed to be doing?
No, it's not what I was supposed to be. What I should have done is told her, if he not doing nothing, just tell the dude he got to move out. That's what I should have been doing, bro. See, that's what I'm saying is like we always resort to violence, but you got to understand violence for me means a life sentence.
Well, where we come from, that's the only thing that gets respect. Not being nice.
But no, I know.
Being nice
what you're thinking in your head is you don't want to tell her that.
Violence only thing respected in California prison.
You don't want nothing to happen.
But and that's the crazy thing is I didn't think about anything, Ian. I just made a U-turn and went there. But when do we decide? When do we decide that we have to control our own situations?
When we realize we got stuff to lose.
I don't know that for me, that example is a difficult example because, well, I don't know. And I know we had this talk too, right? But for one of my sisters,
yeah,
you know, there's a history there of me being a protector, right? And so, like when I said, man, there are certain things that I'd be willing to put my freedom on the line for. Protecting them is one of those things, right? My lady, but I get your point of, did you need
to walk in and just attacking?
Right, yeah, and it's but I was coming out the what's it called, gas station in Pittsburgh a while back, a couple years ago, and somebody tried to get the best. They tried to jack me for my little shit, right? And dude snaked me from the side, and I lost it, right?
With a fist?
I went, yeah, and I lost it, and fired on him, and his homeboys just kind of stood there, and I'm on top of him, just giving it to him, and this is, you know, like I said, a couple years ago. I've been out 16 years, so it wasn't like I was fresh out, you know, by any stretch.
Did you feel almost primal when you did it?
And yeah, in that moment of that, man, it felt damn good, right?
Yeah.
And then afterwards, you know, I got a little black eye from it, right? And afterwards, I'm sitting in the car and I drive off, and I'm like, man, that was some bullshit. You know,
yeah, you just kind of feel dumb, like, don't you? You're like,
yeah, like I was defending myself. I was sticking up for myself. I you know, dude fired on me first, right? And so, I think that's a reasonable response. I think somebody puts hands on you. Same thing I teach my kids. If somebody puts hands on you, you have to put hands on them in return, hands and feet, preferably, right? Like but don't get active like that over words, or dirty looks or whatever, right? Like it's and definitely don't be a bully, right?
Right.
But you
Don't
also
take
don't never
bait.
let anybody, put hands on you, and to the extent that anybody else tries to put consequences on you for that, I got your back, right? You got company behind you.
To you.
There you go. Yeah, I was letting Nate know. And so, yeah, I defended myself.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I wasn't pleased with how good it felt for going in on that guy, right?
No,
Like
absolutely.
And
you just feel weak, like I gave
Did he
in.
have it coming? Sure. But I tend to like to be in control.
100%. 100%.
And so I don't like situations where I feel that I'm not
absolutely,
in full control. And so that's what it seemed like in that moment when it was done.
No, because that's
right?
what
I
it
was like, fuck.
Because that's what it was.
I didn't have no control in that moment, so.
And the main thing that helps me with situations like that is if somebody snakes me and runs off, the first thing I'm going to think is there's a group of dudes waiting around the corner that he's running around.
He had a group with him.
No, I just mean in general.
No, I know, yeah. But they,
like when people do things like that, in my mind, it's a trap.
Mm-hmm.
Even if it's not, that's just what I tell myself. You know, and because how easy would it be?
Sure.
Right? And for real.
Yeah. I hate to cut this off. I know. Okay, Dirk. Hey, I gotta let you guys run. I got a phone call. If I get off the call and you guys are still here, I'll tap in.
Did you hear what I said though, Nate?
Hey.
Yeah, I heard everything that was being said.
All right, so like I can't help but that's one way that helps me with people that act like that. Truthfully, not everybody is as smart or whatever or
hey, but look. Hey, you got good points. You make good points. Thanks for coming on. Hey, it's been almost 2 hours, man. I'm gonna have to go ahead and roll. It's time to go kick it with my daughter for a little while. Hey, I appreciate everybody coming on the live, man. Don't forget to tap in at what time in the morning, Bert?
8 o'clock.
Hey, good
at
shit.
8 o'clock in the morning to the Dirty Nation, to Dirty Weather 916 for the bakery show, 8 a.m. Or somewhere around that time. Just be looking for it at 8 o'clock. Make sure you tap in and show support, man. Tomorrow night, Big Bad will be on here doing his thing. Make sure y'all come show y'all love and hit them likes, get his likes up for his time too, man. Y'all have a good one. I appreciate you.
I'm back alone. I'm back alone in the house, bro.
All right, I'm out.
There's your thumbnail, mate. There's your thumbnail.
Oh, I enjoyed it.